Top British ministers are in Washington today as they try to fast-track a trade deal with the United States for the post-Brexit era. Foreign Minister Dominac Raab and International Trade Secretary Truss will meet with the US Vice-President as well as other top trade leaders with just months to go before the October 31st deadline. Our correspondent Natalie Powell joins us now from London for more on this. Natalie, what more do we know about the talks in Washington?
Well, this is Dominac Raab's first visit to Washington as Foreign Secretary, of course. We know that he had a scheduled talk with Mike Pence, the Vice President, and on the sidelines of those talks met with US President Donald Trump, where Dominac Raab has described that meeting as a warm meeting and said that President Trump was very enthusiastic about the future relationship between the UK and US. Now, that might not come as much of a surprise. We heard the President talk about that, of course, when he was here in London for his state visit. We also know that the main topics of conversation during Dominac Raab and these other ministers' visit to Washington are on security and security cooperation, but also, of course, a possible free trade deal in a post-Brexit era. Truss, the international secretary, has talked about how important that is, that will be her top priority. And we've also heard US President Donald Trump talk in the past about how enthusiastic he also is about this. And of course, this all comes on a 3-day visit to North America by Dominac Raab and his team, where they have been to Canada to talk about the continuation of trade there following the departure of the UK from the EU. And he will also be visiting Mexico following this.
Plenty still on the agenda for him then. Natalie, thank you very much for that. Natalie Powell there in London.